This is a short screencast on how to use the Solidworks Pack Go feature to move files from one computer to another or to email them to your instructor or yourself. So first we begin by already having made our part files in our assembly file. In this case I'm doing, you can see the standard tutorial. So it's 2 part files and an assembly. I'm going to only open the assembly file. And there it is. And a few notes, since they aren't in other screencasts, on the function keys on your keyboard. Those do have functions that might get you into a little bit of a corner. And this is how you get out of it. So you see that I have this shown here with the extra pane here. If I press the F8 key, F8, that will decrease or increase that width of window. F9 has another function. You can see that just hides the entire design tree. F10 hides the feature manager toolbar, and F11 is a full screen feature, and you just toggle them back and forth. Okay, so we have our assembly file open, and you see it's the only file open, and that's all you need to have open in order for this to work. Go to the File menu, then go to Pack and Go. Now you have a new menu coming up. Okay. These items for our class generally won't be needed. You might need a toolbox component if you do something fancy later on. The nested view is fine. You can see these are the parts it's going to include. So there's our assembly, and these are the 2 part files with it. Now for just 3 files, often you can manage those without this feature, but this is the most reliable way, and it's very helpful and important when you have many files. You might have 10, 20 files later in the semester. And so keeping track of all those can be difficult. SolidWorks will do it for you with this feature. Okay, so those all look fine. We have 1 assembly, 2 part files, no drawings. That's fine. In general, particularly if you're emailing, use the zip file option, not the standard folder option. So click Save to Zip File. You could change the name right here, or you could rename it yourself. If you are emailing to me, then I would like you to always include in the file name your last name as the first item. So if your last name is Smith, then just type Smith there, or we can do it later. It's no problem to do it later. Let's see, we have prefix or suffix, not necessary. Well, you could put your name there, I suppose. And flatten to single folder is very helpful. I would suggest doing that. Okay, so we have that all set. Zip file, click Save. Now, when I go to the folder, you see it created a new file here. That's the one we told it to create. It's a zip file. If I go inside it, there are my 3 files. Now these files cannot be opened within the zip file. If I attempt to open them, so let me try to open Tutor 1, I'll get an error. And that's because they're compressed at the moment. So if you haven't dealt with zip files before, this is what you do. When your mouse is hovering on the zip file, right click and then say Extract All. And it will ask you where do you want to put them. Right in the same place is just fine. And it's going to show me the folder within there, and there they are, and these can be opened. So this is a new set of files that you can work with. In terms of what you email to yourself or to your instructor, the zip file is the best choice because it's only 1 file, so it's very easy to use and very unlikely, probably impossible, to lose any of the files that might be within it. Also, the file size is less, only 400 kilobytes, and you can see these 3 would add more than that. Now, if you forgot to include your last name in this part, that's simple. Right-click, rename, and then you can type a new name right there. Okay, so that's how to use Pack and Go from SolidWorks to move files from one computer to another or to email them. And it's especially important for large assemblies where you might lose track of 1 or 2 files.